Charlestown, Rhode Island is a beautiful town. On one side, you have beaches, quiet streets, and a cool breeze. On the other side, you have winding roads, trees, and green as far as the eye can see. However, if one is looking for affordable housing, we will unfortunately be out of luck. In 2002, the Rhode Island Low and Moderate Income Housing Act mandated that most cities and towns in the state designate at least 10% of their available housing as affordable. As of 2025, Charlestown has roughly 4% of its available housing stock as affordable. To make matters worse, Roger Williams University research organization, Housing Works RI, determined that the actual need for affordable housing greatly exceeds the 10% goal laid out by the state. The state of Rhode Island defines affordable housing as housing where an occupant is paying no more than 30% of gross income on housing costs. As explained by Housing Works RI, long-term affordable housing exists to fill the gap between income and housing costs that impact many Rhode Island residents. According to the Real Estate Institute of Rhode Island, a typical two-bedroom apartment in Rhode Island now costs an average of $1,649 per month. This requires an income of $31.71 per hour, or $66,000 annually, which is far above the state's minimum wage of $15 an hour. This is an 165% increase from the average rate in 2000 at $639, according to research organization iProperty Management. So, for individuals with entry-level jobs, it is nearly impossible to compete with market rate rents. Those on fixed incomes, such as the elderly or disabled, struggle with market rates as well. There is currently a proposed affordable housing development in Charlestown that would help the town get closer to reaching the 10% goal. While most of the units would be at market rates, these affordable units would be priced in accordance with the state's definition of affordable housing. Despite these efforts to create availability of affordable housing, progress has been slow to non-existent. After attending town meetings, researching housing projects, and speaking directly to members of the community, I found that the most common misconception in Charlestown is that affordable housing will disrupt the town's character and charm. However, both Housing Works RI and fellow research organization Urban Institute found that affordable housing, when properly implemented and maintained with adherence to the architectural and aesthetic needs of a community, may actually increase property value in a given area. From studying affordable housing in Alexandria, Virginia from 2000 to 2020, Urban Institute found that for every 1/16th mile, property values saw a 0.09% increase. While affordable housing doesn't bring a drastic increase in value, it certainly doesn't disrupt the charm or character of a town either. The duty of combating this misconception and fostering the development of affordable housing falls in the hands of our town officials. The current zoning laws of Charlestown and the town's comprehensive plan speak of preserving the area's charm and rural character. While appealing on paper, these efforts of preservation have allowed town officials to arbitrarily strike down any given affordable housing project. For real change to happen, town officials must hold public hearings to speak to the community and present the proven benefits of affordable housing. Lawmakers must also work to raise the minimum wage far above the current rate of $15 an hour. Members of the community must continue to stay involved by attending town meetings and supporting any proposed housing development. In such a beautiful town, it should be made clear that any housing development is not trying to make drastic changes to day-to-day life. Rather, these developments should be focused on expanding the community and sharing the love of Charlestown with as many people as possible. Affordable housing in Charlestown would not only increase property value, but also bring new perspectives and fresh ideas to the town that so many people already love. I've enjoyed renting in Charlestown throughout my last 2 years of college. I've seen the elements that make this town so special, and I would love to keep experiencing them well beyond graduation.